Now we're going to look at making this component here. So this is our threaded collar and our threaded rod, and these are important because these are the parts that actually allow the G-clamp to wind up and down. So for these two components we need a piece of mild steel round bar and a slightly larger diameter piece of bar, and these have already been cut to size. So we're all ready for those. They might need, if they have any burrs on them, they might just need cleaning up with a file. And then the next operation is the one that we've already looked at on the lathe, to drill the hole through. So as well as those two components there, we're also going to need a tap in a tap holder and a die holder. Now, to make these components, what we're going to do, I'm just going to move over to here and we're going to have a look at making those. So first of all, we're going to get the threaded rod, and we're just going to put a small amount of cutting compound. I've got metal cutting compound here, and this just makes the job a whole lot easier. We can put this in the vise and tighten it up nice and tight. Next, we're going to get the die and the die holder. We push down, turn, and carry on pushing, making sure this angle in here is exactly 90 degrees. Pushing and turning, and you'll feel it start to cut a thread. Once it does that, you can turn, come back half a turn, turn one full turn, and back half a turn. You turn a full turn. When you turn back the half turn, it just clears the swarf, which we've looked at before, from the thread. And I'm just going to go down here. You need to keep making sure as well that all the time this is at 90 degrees. I'm not going to go all the way down. I'll just cut the thread on there, and we should be able to see that the thread's cut there, and if we take a nut, that will fit on. So there's nothing wrong with that thread there. See that? Next we're looking at the other component there, and as I say, we've already drilled that. Again, you put this in the vise, make sure it's nice and tight. This time we're going to take the tap and the tap holder, a small amount of metal cutting compound, and again very carefully, because this is very hard steel, it's very brittle, and we just push, turn, back it off, one turn, back it off, one turn, and then if we look here, you can see we've cut the thread inside there, our threaded rod there, and then these should, just look at that again, these should, threaded rod there, there, and they should fit together. So that's cutting the internal and external threads using a tap and die.